Xbox unsnap.
That when you cross the bridge. 167 yards away, though, from the tee.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Pretty good shot right there.
Even par currently.
Drops it, and he's at even par.
Well, Rich, we've got the drone. It's headed back. Told us it's 216 yards to the middle of the green. If we can just aim a little right of the gun turret on the destroyer, that should be a good line.
This is the definition of a blind tee shot right here. But you need all of the modern equipment, the modern telecommunications, just to try to get you zeroed in on where you're supposed to go.
Maybe you can capture the flag here, though, with a birdie.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Even par early on. Frank, here at the fourth, there's an awful lot going on.
There certainly is. Solar panels, radar tower is up and ready to go, so it will confirm the landing on the other side. If it's successful, this rather long par 3 around the 230-yard mark, so this is going to be all carry. Got to land that ball on the green. It will not run through that beach area, and of course the trees and the palm trees all the way around. If this isn't flighted properly, it will not find the destination.
Seems like too much for just one man. This looks like a job for an entire flight crew, Frank.
Well, Rich, we should dig ourselves a trench and see what happens.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Just ideal. Good speed on that putt and just a tap in remaining. Settles in over the putt. Just like that, with a bogey, goes from level par to 1 over.
Now, blind tee shot, got to go over those 2 rocks in front of you. Just keep it right of those palms in the distance.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Frank, I hate to go negative, but let's clear a few things up. The penalties when you hit it in the water versus hitting it out of bounds.
Yeah, some people, that's a good question, Rich, because some people think they're almost the same, but when you hit it out of bounds, you're actually losing a stroke and a distance. For example, if I'm teeing off on a par 4 and I hit it out of bounds, I'm penalised a stroke for hitting it out of bounds, and I'm hitting my 3rd shot off the tee. When I hit it into a water hazard, I don't have to lose all of that distance. I can drop the ball up just short of the water hazard. So the distance penalty isn't the same as if it was out of bounds.
Now on to his 3rd shot after the last one went into the water. Frank, here at the 6th, a really fascinating hole.
It is mid sort of 200 yards, shared greens, a bit like St. Andrews. But because you're hitting it over an island, you're almost going to have to parachute this tee shot in here and get it to land softly. There's a lot of things going on behind to the left and the side. It's like a little village that you're heading into. Hopefully you don't need a passport.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
2nd shot coming out of the rough here. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Did the job right there. Now on to the 7th, and Frank, you don't want to get stuck down in those trenches or down on the beach to the left.
Yeah, this hole not overly long, but yeah, there's a lot going on, and really sand traps, even perhaps a minefield. You'd rather, if you're going to miss, be in the former.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green. Just need to settle down, relax on this next shot after going out of bounds.
The amount of times somebody splits the fairway after hitting one out of bounds is astronomical.
This will be the third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Have to try to get a hold of this round. It is getting away. 3 over par after another bogey. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank.
Dude, those shoes at the end of the day, they're going to have so much sand in them.
Don't bring those home.
Getting some sand in the shoes now. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Always take that. Good par putt right there.
Frank, it's been a real battle out here so far on the front 9. Let's finish it off in style here.
There's a great view just slightly
What's
right
up,
of the
Tim?
9th green. Look
Long
out.
time.
Now, that's full of people. You might get the appropriate applause, maybe even a standing ovation, at least a salute.
Yeah,
150
I
yards,
like it.
approximately to that flag, but you have
Pretty
to be
good.
precise.
This is a crazy
Let's
course.
see how
First
precise
time I tried it.
you can be.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
So with that, they're trying to fight back. Now at 2 over.
This battlefield course.
Here we go at the
seems to
10th.
be
We
par 3
completed a
course,
successful front 9 mission, but more to go. Lots of obstacles on this back 9. Rich Lerner for EA Sports alongside Frank Novello. And Frank, what are we looking at here at the 10th?
Rather short par 3. Anything that comes up woefully short, you'll be digging it out of the trenches. But the flag on the left side, well away from the water. So this really not a par 3 that you should be concerned of getting into trouble
Depends
unless
who
you
I
dally
don't
with
know.
some of those
People like
trees
golf
that are
club.
short and left.
Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot.
I like it better, of
Now,
course, but
pretty good
that's,
chance for birdie.
Back-to-back birdies. We'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's pretty good. You gotta. Can you hear me? Okay.
Wow, what a birdie. The 11th hole here at Paracel Storm, now a military playground. Frank, certainly the players are thankful, having traded the guns for golf clubs. Good time out there so far.
A little bit of an obstacle course, though, here at 11. You can see the weather vanes that adorn the right side of this hole. Tee shot has to be played across that seawall. So once again, all carry. And let's see if he can land softly on the other side.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
I'll turn the commentary down then. That should help. Let me know if that's better. Yeah, it is. Basically a par 3. It's the par 3 course, pretty much. Every hole's been a par 3 so far. Yeah, look at that view. It's pretty cool, ain't it? The top view. No alternate shot right now, which is kind of crazy. The only thing that they have is stroke and match. But I guess there's supposed to be an update pretty early on the first day. Hopefully they patch that crap in, because that's pretty shitty. You'd think they'd have to. They've always had it. Ooh, nice. Oh! I hit that freaking wood. Oh, did you? Cool. Yeah, I hope they put some extra courses in with that, or golfers. Well, more course. I care more about courses than golfers. I just play my own, but yeah. I hope there's a lot of courses. Yeah, no doubt. I read something they were saying they're considering to make this like a platform where they might not bring a new game out next year. They'll just keep bringing out DLC stuff. So that'd be kind of cool, I think. You know, I don't know. Instead of having to spend $60 every year, just get some new courses and add on some stuff. Oh, sorry, I lost my connection to my controller. Can you hear me again? My batteries went dead. playing a custom level, like I changed it up. So I have it on. All right, I have it on. Custom. I have an advanced swing, which is the hardest one. Hard swing difficulty, which is the hardest one. Shot shaping, so you can hit draws, fades, and all that kind of stuff. Advanced lie, which is the highest one. Wind gust on. Zoom on. Spin off, of course. Putt preview off, of course. Grid green on. And aiming arc. This is the one that makes the game way easy. If you put aiming arc on, it shows you the way the wind in the hill it takes into effect. You just basically put the aiming arc on the hole and you hit it right next to the hole every time. So that makes it. I shot 12 under on 12 holes on my first game with that thing on. So you gotta take that off right away. But other than that, you can alter your stuff. Normally, if you play tour mode, you don't get to zoom. But I wanted to zoom for a while just to look at the stuff, so I kept it on here. I might just leave it on anyway. I like zooming in. I haven't tried the tour. I made a guy. This guy that I'm playing with is the guy I made, even though I will say the options for making your guy is pretty slim. It's not a lot of options there. There's a lot of gear that you can get, which is cool. New clubs and clothes and all that, but the face options and stuff are pretty limited. Yeah, the arc thing is stupid. It's like so easy. It's not even fun. I mean, I literally, the first time I picked up the game, I was 12 under after 12 holes. It was like dumb. But I don't know, some people like that shit, I guess. One thing with the advanced swing is it depends how far you take it back and then how fast you push forward to get 100%. And I couldn't do it at all. But then I was talking to Jerry, he was watching, and he told me that you're not supposed to push forward, but like just flick it. And ever since I started just flicking it forward on my shots, I can get 100% almost all the time now. But I was kept going like minus 10% and all that kind of stuff. So you just gotta just flick, like barely push it, just do a quick flick up. Because if you try to push it up, it never works. It took me forever to figure that out. Well, I didn't figure it out, Jerry told me. But that's the other thing you gotta do. Basically, you don't want to overswing that much either. You just go back to green and then flick it forward. That was even fast. So I was getting slow on everything before I started flicking it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no. I'm in a bunker. They put me up here. Well, that flick was 4%'s a lot, apparently. Yeah, well, that's my pro tip. Not that I'm a pro yet, but that's my pro tip. Not the rock again! Oh, Jesus. The one thing about this game, though, is it's almost impossible to not hit the ball straight. I mean, I don't know if you've been noticing, but I've hit the ball almost dead straight every time right now. kind of crazy. And I'm on the hardest swing in the game, unless they add something after launch. Yeah, I pre-ordered it. It's all ready to go. I'm gonna play on there. I'm just messing on here, so definitely getting it. Gotta play some rounds. Cool. We get a lot of time in, man. Play some rounds and do some shit. Try to make some videos maybe or something like that. Alright, take care.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner, and beside me is my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo here in the state of Arizona, getting set for a wonderful day of golf. The Grand Canyon is the site for the action today. And Frank, how about this golf course?
Amazing, Rich. From a design point of view, absolute genius. But if you're like me and suffer a little bit from vertigo, don't look down, because the cliffs all the way down to the Colorado River, well, it's an enormous drop-off. So ball that doesn't find the fairway, you'll be re-tan.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Gonna need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Oh.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Settles in over the putt. Even par early on. This is the second hole. It is a par 3, some 285 yards, and Frank, you don't want to get lost there to the right.
Well, that's for sure. It looks like an old ruins of an old fort there. 285 yards though, but we are at altitude, so we can take a little bit off for that. Plus, the green is some 36 feet below the level of the tee, so you can nearly take another club off of that. The two front bunkers, they really save you more than anything. And that green, as you can see, is a perfect circle.
Wow, really?
Didn't check, Frank.
Jesus.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Tough bogey right there, moves to 1 over par.
Yeah, this is a daunting tee shot. Long par 5. You see the arches somehow keep the ball either low enough. If you hit one up a little too high, then you will catch the top of the arch.
You want to take it right under it, Frank? This is a really cool looking tee shot, isn't it?
It's very intimidating. And you can hit it either left or right of the rock pile up ahead. Either way will work, but if you hit it down the right, then you're going to have to cut that second shot. And this is like hitting it down a railway line.
Hard left doesn't look that good to me.
Hey, what's up? Golfing. No, I'm just on Twitch though. You can check it out.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
Second shot.
Play one of the fantasy courses. It's crazy. Oh, I hit something? What did I hit? Rich?
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich,
like
yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
All right, this is going crazy. This course.
Well, no other way to say
done
it,
with this
Frank.
course,
That's just an awful shot.
Bad.
Screw this course for now. Xbox on Snap. So your eye was all messed up today?
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents We're at one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour in Orlando, Florida. It's the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnold Palmer built. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for Golf Channel and EA Sports.
And Bay Hill, of course, the Arnold Palmer Invitational has been really the staple in the Florida swing on the PGA Tour.
Here at the first, ready to get this round underway. How do you handle the 461-yard par 4, Frank?
Two choices, Rich. Dogleg left, so either lay it up at those two bunkers, which is about 285, or if you can hit a nice high draw, then just go for it. Ah, nice.
Looks good.
Oh, that's fine.
Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the challenge of playing into a stiff breeze?
Well, it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these conditions we're seeing right now. You've really got to be smart. Pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a day like today, you'll pay a far more severe price than normal.
Club selection obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's imperative today.
Take an extra club or two, choke down.
Very much so. Safely on deck.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Martin Keimer now ready to putt.
Keimer's very excited with that shot. It's like the little glare on the putters from the sun.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
And so just getting started, even par so far. Back to the action here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Second hole, it is a pretty demanding par 3, Frank.
Goal really is to just carry that front bunker or sneak it a little right of that and try and cheat it around.
Second shot now for Martin Keimer.
Hit that.
And he's made it onto the green now. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Not a very big one, I don't think, but it's not as big as some other things.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean.
Yeah, but
Still
I mean,
even
some
for the
stuff
round.
used to be like a minute.
Now at the par 4 third,
Something
Frank, this is
terrible
a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right. There's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction. Oh, I liked that.
That's a good spot
Really
right
easy
there.
to hit it straight in this
Center
game.
cut.
That's the one thing
Nicely played shot.
You notice
about
in the bottom
310
left,
yards
my swing
down
thing,
the fairway.
I'm almost never,
Keimer
not
cemented
dead
his
straight.
legend all across Europe when he made the clinching putt at the Ryder Cup in 2012
And I'm on the
outside of
hardest
Chicago,
swing right
capping
now.
off that huge comeback
I'm
for
at
the
the highest
Europeans.
level.
And it also started a resurgence in his game. We saw the best of Martin Keimer once again in 2014 with the Players' Championship and a US Open.
Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Even
I do
par
have,
currently.
The highest level has all the swing stuff on hard, like I have it, but also has where you can't zoom to the cup. But I changed it because you could change specific things if you want, make like a custom swing, which is nice. Oops.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
And getting ready for the putt. In for par. 561 yard, par 5 port. Frank a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit, so if you had a good drive in there and you're going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage.
Frank, one of our colleagues at Golf Channel, Ryan Hammond's always liked to say, keep it in the short grass. It is nice to play from the fairway.
The game's so much easier from the fairway. Less decisions to be made. You don't have to worry about a flyer or the lip in front of the bunker or a tree. The game almost appears straightforward from there.
So he's hit it inside 30 feet, not his best, but still a chance.
Yeah, the odd 28-footer, and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
In red figures, 1 under par.
But that
Frank,
couldn't
now to the
swing.
fifth. What's
Like,
the
if you put it
strategy
on
here
the-
at this
there's
shorter
one
par
swing
4?
you can put it on
Well, if
where
you want to
it's
flex
just
your muscles, Rich, take it
how
over
far
that
back you
left
pull
bunker
the
with a little
stick
trailing
and how
breeze.
far
You
forward
might
doesn't
even
matter.
get close to the green.
like your distance is how far back you swung. And then they have a 3-click thing in here, which is kind of cool for people like that. They haven't had a 3-click in Tiger in a long time. The first one, because then the one that I'm playing on now,
Rich, there's rough and rough.
you
That
have
ball
to.
is needle
It's
nose
based on how
down.
far back you
Can't
pull
even
it,
see
and
it
then
from here.
How far?
This requires
and
a
then
lot
how
of speed
fast
through
you
the
go
ball.
forward on it. So it's a combo thing. That's the hardest swing that they have, right? So the first one would be the easiest for you, where you just pull back, and then it doesn't matter how fast you push forward. It all depends. See that there's a little blue circle on the bottom under my golfer, and when you pull back, it changes colors. And when it gets in green, that's pretty much when you want to push forward, and that'll put it where you're aiming it, like where the aimer is how that works. So as long as you got your aimer in the right spot after taking in the wind and the hill and all that stuff, then you just push forward when it gets to green. And so that.
So the second of the
Right.
par 4
Yeah,
goes
it aims
begging,
that
and
green.
now
I
I'll have to
screwed
rely
up
on the
there 'cause I
short
didn't
game.
push forward
Yeah.
right, and
But
I
a short
like
game, as we all
5%
know, can
short
redeem
because
a
my
lot of
speed wasn't
mistakes.
right
See if he
on
does
the
it here.
downswing. But if you play it with the other one, you don't have to worry about your downswing. It's just how far back you push it. So that's the easiest way to start.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that.
It's no snack, though.
Right, but you notice on mine, it's like it almost never does. I mean, I hit it straight like a lot. It's like very easy to hit it straight so far, unless they do something else. Because like I said, I'm on the hardest level. We're supposed to affect the side
Wow,
to side
he
the
got
most,
robbed,
and I
Frank.
never.
No,
hit
it's
it
like
side to
kissing
side.
your mother-in-law.
So seems like it's pretty easy to hit straight.
So with that, the score
I
is
don't know
now
if
at
we
even
change
par.
that or do something else.
Frank, the par 5-6
so basically,
looks like
like,
an enormous
on that
carry
level,
over the
you'll
water.
probably
What if you're not one of the
speed
bigger
until
hitters?
you get
Well, then
used
you've
to
really
it.
got to aim at those two bunkers right in
yeah,
between them on the
your
right
aimer,
side.
all you want
Rich.
to do is look
it
at the
becomes
hill,
very much
you know, uphill,
a
downhill,
plotter
and
hole
adjust your
because even the
distance and
layout
the wind
becomes
and adjust
important.
that.
This par
And
5,
then
you
you'll
then
just
got
hit it
to
where the
attack
mark
it with a
is.
wedge.
But, you know, based on whether you did that correctly, it's not going to land on the mark unless you have it real set up right. You know what I'm saying?
Right out of the center of the back.
Like if it's
Did
a
you hear that?
wind to the left, you want to aim it to the
Wow,
right.
that
far
is
enough
a
to
monster
match.
drive
That's
down
the
there,
part
about
that
315 yards. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
Well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
It's a tough shot. But the thing is, like when I was first playing,
Surely
get up,
not.
get up, get up. Oh, that's nice. When I was first playing,
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a
couldn't
good
get it,
look at eagle coming up.
I was jamming.
This is
it
an
forward,
eagle
like,
try
pushing
from
it
Martin
up
Keimer.
as fast as I could. I was always getting like minus 10%, kind of like golf club, you know, how like I could never hit 100%. And I was starting to get kind of pissed and like, what the fuck, you know? So I just put it on the other one where it doesn't matter for a while, just to kind of play it. But then I was talking to Jerry, he was watching.
That had to really hurt Frank because it looked
You know,
good
Jerry,
all
he,
the
like,
way.
he watches
Well, this will
everything,
test his
so.
middle.
So he's like, no, you're not
Eyeing
supposed
this
to
putt
push
for a
it,
birdie.
you flick it. Like, you know, like,
Two's always
it's almost
better
like you
than
don't
one
push
when
it,
you
you
count
just kind
birdies
of
in
you
golf.
go back, or you just kind of like just a quick flick. You don't
Now at the
push.
par
And I was,
3-7,
like,
Frank,
pushing
it's
forward,
just
you know,
under
like,
200 yards.
like holding
It's
up.
still quite daunting.
You don't even hold
a
up
very
at all, you
narrow
just gotta go
entry
back
on
and
that
you just
left
go like,
side,
like
so
a
you've
really
got to hit
quick
the ball
little
flush
flick.
off the tee.
And
Really
then
guarantee
now
a
it
carry
can
of
hit
that
100%,
over that
like,
right
so
bunker.
that's,
So
like,
it's
the
still a
secret to
daunting
that.
tee shot.
I could not get it. It was driving me nuts. Which is weird because I never done that. Like right there, I flicked it, and I got actually too fast.
Well,
now
this
I'm
one
like
should be
flicking it
safely
in
on
too
deck
far.
here. Well, too
But at
bad,
least I know how
Frank.
to
That
do
one
it.
rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
You can't,
Chance
it's not
to
like
set
you can hit it
himself up
perfect
for a
every
good
time,
scoring
but the
opportunity
distance
with
is-
his
it's hard
second
to get
shot
it right.
here.
But if you flick it, you're always right around it. You're close enough to get it. Like that one I hit long, so I missed the green because I flicked it too fast. And then on the little wedge shots,
And he's
you
made
don't
the
really
green.
have to push forward fast at all. Around the green,
Makeable putt right here. He is
it's
currently
just the
sitting
longer shots
at
where you have
1
to
under
worry
for the
about
round.
flicking.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Getting ready to tee off here at the
Anything 100
eighth.
yards
Frank,
in,
this
seems
hole
like you
has
don't
it
have to worry
all.
about it too
Dog
much.
leg, bunkers, water. How do you successfully navigate it?
It's such a pretty looking hole, Rich. That bunker down the left just sort of pops out and you see it. So you can either work it off that to the right, either that or just aim a little right. But be careful of those trees on the
Perfect.
right.
It's cool they got Bay Hill and
Pretty good drive here.
of course.
Another straight one?
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there.
Wasn't
He's
in the
done
last
that,
time, yeah.
and he's kept it in the fairway. Frank, he's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
That's a good shot right there, about 15 feet away. And a good look at birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Come on. Oh, I
That
putted
looked for all the world like
Putt
it
is
was
pretty
dead
easy
center.
too.
I've got no idea how that missed.
I mean, you missed.
Did the job right there.
It's not like goofy. Basically, it's based on the aimer again. You just put it where you want it, pull back, push forward when it's green.
Rounding out the front 9
There
here
you
at
go.
Bay
You
Hill,
can't-
474-yard par 4, Frank.
If you put the aimer in the
played
right
this
spot,
hole
it's pretty much gonna
before.
go in. You don't have to
Where are
worry
you
about
lining up when you step onto the tee here?
anything
There's
else.
an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 290 yards carries it. And yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking
I
at
think
right
so.
now is the flag. This is a green light
I don't
special.
see why not. I would assume so, yeah. Well, yeah, it's different difficulty stuff. Yeah. I
He's
don't know
knocked
if
it on the
there's
green,
limitation.
but not in a great position.
They have
This
like they're gonna have online
difficult chance
tournaments
coming
I'm
up
sure
here.
some
Long
of those
birdie
will
try.
have, like, you have to play
This is a
certain
long
way,
birdie
you know?
putt here.
They'll probably have
Requires
some for everything.
good judgment of
you
the
know, for
speed and
both
the
types.
line. Just try to lag it down
Like, for
there.
us just to play together, I don't think it's gonna matter.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10
No,
feet. It just
and that
you feel
was
like you
crazy.
have to
I mean,
make
how you
those,
gonna
and
beat
I mean they really sting when they miss.
Setting up to
I
start
don't
the
know,
back
I
nine
mean,
here, and if it's anywhere near
talk
as good
about
as the
them,
front
like, in
nine,
some courses.
Frank Hill will be very happy with his
Actually,
score at
this
the end of
course,
the
I think
day.
they talk about.
Yeah, the hardest
he
thing
won this
right now
golf
is to
tournament
just
8
keep
times.
doing the same thing without focusing
Bay
on the
Hill
score.
Invitational. So they mention him. Yeah, but he's still Tiger. It's just weird.
Game's
after,
about
like,
rhythm.
12
When you
years
have
of
good
Tiger
rhythm,
Woods golf,
it just
he's not
looks
even in the game.
effortless. To hit the ball
Even as a guy
300
just
yards
to
through the
I mean,
air.
it's fine if it's Rory,
That
you know,
easy.
golf. Now,
Frank, that ball's
not
sitting
having
up
even
like
in
it's
there.
on plush carpeting.
It's odd.
Rich, if
If
you and
Rory
I had
was in
lives
the
like
last
that
couple
every
of
time,
Tiger
we'd
games,
still be
you know.
playing this game for a living.
It's not like, you know. I don't know. Well, whatever. That's what they did. Maybe he wanted more. Maybe they didn't want to pay him. Maybe he's like, screw you guys. You took my name off it. And it's going to cost
Seems
more
to
money.
like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Ooh, look at that baby. Oh,
Well, that
what a
is an
shot.
exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
It's really easy to make
Good
this
score
shot.
going. Now
What?
at 2 under par. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key
I know. I
here?
did too.
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, well, it's over 400 yards. I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11.
I'll show
Something
you
in the
that if you get
fairway
stars,
just short of
go
that
to your,
second bunker. And it sits up, 6 or a 7 on.
I don't know. For one thing, I'm going to lower the audio down because those guys they're all right, but they get a little annoying. Put it on a 50. If you go to settings and then you go to gameplay style, then you can pick your swing. So they have arcade, and then classic, and then tour. And arcade is like a setting for everyone, you know. And then and then classic is 3-click swing, which is kind of cool that it's in there. And then tour for hardcore. I'm basically playing tour, but I have one thing. And then they have customs, and you could do whatever you want. So I made a custom one, you know. And like swing mechanic is on advanced for me, so that's like the hardest. The standard is the one that you would probably do, which is power is determined by the length. So like I said, just use pull back and then you just push forward when you get to how far you want to go back, and that's it. Nice and easy. And then there's swing hard, which determines how much accuracy is affected by your swing error. But I have it on hard, and I hit like straight every time, so it doesn't seem like it's that hard. So you can go in here and flip shit around. You know, you can turn your putt preview on if you want, which I hate playing with that. You could turn your green grid off if you want it off. And the zoom thing is what I wanted. Like if you play tour mode, you can't zoom to your shot, to your target. Yeah, so I kind of messed with it here. The aim in arc is the thing that makes the game stupid easy. They have this thing called an aim in arc, which I mean, if I were you, I'd probably do a custom and maybe put it on everything as easy, but turn the aim in arc off. Because what that thing does is it shows you a blue line that takes the wind and the hills into effect, and all you have to do is put that blue line right on the hole and swing, and it goes right next to the hole every time. That's like so stupidly easy that it's not fun. You know, like the first time I turned the game on, I was using it, and I shot 12 under on 12 holes. Like my first 12 holes, I birdied. And I'm like, this is stupid. And that's dumb. It's just stupid. Yeah. And just turn aiming arc off. That's like the thing that you need to turn off, because that makes it stupid easy. Everything else is fine. But that's just dumb. It's not even fun. But like if I go to tour mode here, I'll play that a little bit, which is for the hardcore golfer. And that's the one that you can't, like, I can't even zoom right now. Like, I'm on this tee shot here. I know there's a delay, but, like, I can't hit Y to zoom to the hole. Like, normally you can zoom to see where the ball's going to land. And this is how I normally play, like, on my videos. So you got to rely on knowing the course a bit after playing it a while and just looking at this top view. And, like, because they have yardages through all this shit. So you can kind of get an idea, like that bunker on the right is 317, so I got, you know, got to figure out where you want to hit it. But this is how I like to play it. But I wanted to zoom a little
Beautiful
bit.
looking shot right here. Nicely played shot.
And it makes it a
About
little harder on these
310
approach
yards
shots. You kind
down
of
the
just
fairway.
gotta,
Second shot now
like,
for
you
Martin
can't zoom
Keimer.
around and look at the pin. It's gotta know. But you get an idea. It's 141. I mean, it still tells you your yardage and shit. But when you zoom, you can put that marker like right where you want it. Now you kind of just got to go with feel and wind and stuff. Takes a little longer though to say shot up. One thing I have noticed is there doesn't seem to be a lot of side-to-side lie stuff. I like that.
That one is well off target.
And it's not an easy way to tell if you're on the
Let's see
side
what
of
Martin
the
Keimer
lie.
does with this approach shot.
So I don't know what's up with that. Like, I haven't even really thought about the side hill lies. So I don't know if that's something that isn't going to really be in here, which would be kind of weird. You know, or what, but usually, like, they would always, like, when the ball is in the bottom right, it would kind of give you a little ground underneath it that would be tilted, so you have
Okay,
an
good
idea if you
shot
had a side
on the
hill lie
dance
or not.
floor. And getting ready
This
for
one
the
doesn't
putt.
seem like they do that, so I don't know.
2 under on the deck. Now to the par 5 12th. Frank, how good of a scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get a par 5,
Did you say you pre-ordered it?
Got to take advantage of it.
You have to pre-order it, because or else you don't get the course. If you're gonna get it, you have to then pre-order it, because if you pre-order it, you get the Scottsdale course for free, but if you don't, you're not gonna get it, and that would just be dumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna get it anyway, you might as well get a free course with it.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball
That's what
is needle nose down.
Not
Can't
you
even
know,
see
get
it
it.
from here.
Well, I don't know.
Not
I'm
in the
sure
fairway,
they'll
but not
charge
too
for
bad,
it later,
just
but
in that
then you
first
pay,
cut.
you know, whatever for a course. This is a crazy shot. I know. See, like, this is hard. Like when you don't know the course, you figure out. You can't zoom. Makes it tough. Not for Martin Keimer though. The jumping. That's a good shot, yeah. That's a good shot, yeah.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
That's good. Thank you.
Playing his third here at the par 5.
No, I think you talk.
On the green in regulation.
So do they have to like stick a needle in the eye, or he just like that?
Will make birdie if this drops. Well holed, now to 3 under par. Necessarily a
Just like
driver off
fluid
the
that
tee. What are the
built up,
options?
Yeah, you break it down, 250 off the tee, leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Well, at least yours was less invasive than mine, at least, in a weird way.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Woo!
Superb shot.
Xbox
as good
on
as
snap.
it's going to get. There's going to be about making that one.
Settles in over the putt.
What?
Well done.
Well,
Back-to-back
like I
birdies.
could say Xbox snap and it'll put like over
Frank, one of the
the
things
right
I like
third
about
of the
Vegas,
screen
it requires you to hit
come with
clean,
like a
strong
separate
golf
little window
shots. And
where
here's
you can
another
put
case
things
at
like
the par
Twitch
3
or
14th. It's
chat or
more than
different
200 yards.
TV.
Another one, really, you've
You
just
watch
got
TV
to
while
play
you're
it
playing
through
your
the air.
game
You
in
can't
the
play
corner.
this like an open championship run-up par
So
3.
I
You must
like
fly it onto the
I
green.
looked over to I could be like Xbox snap Twitch, and it'll like it'll bring Twitch over, and then I'll say Xbox on snap, and then it makes the game full screen. It gets rid of it. But like, if I'm playing full screen and it says on the bottom there's like 2 viewers, right? And then but I can't see anybody type in chat in, so I like to look and see if somebody said, "Hey, what's up?"
Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed
I'm not
Muhammad
looking
Ali
forward to it, like-
to achieve greatness,
Wow, I hit
to
that
achieve
shit.
legendary status.
I'm not looking
And in
forward
golf,
to, like,
Tom Watson needed Jack
I'm not nervous
Nicklaus
of
to
the thing.
push him
I don't
to
like
another
having to
level.
worry about like the
And
recovery
also to define
all
an
that
era.
bullshit.
Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the
I don't get nervous
2000s
about
or the
shit
2010s. You need those
get
players
nervous
to
for my
define
kids,
that era.
that's
So
it.
you need competition.
Me, I don't care.
Competition is not without rivalry.
Ooh, what is this? Kind of fancy.
Good shot right there.
In slow motion. That's all it comes to.
He has this attempt for par. Good solid
nice
work
little,
right there, and stays at 4
A
under.
nice little
At the 15th hole now at Bay Hill, this is a massive
advertising.
dogleg, Frank.
Bose heartbeat.
Yeah, if you're a Bubba Watson type player and you can move the ball
Well, I like
around,
Bose,
you
though,
can move
so-
it left to right, that'll certainly help the tee shot. If you're average Joe, though, just hit it down the left. Take your medicine.
It's pretty cool. Like his shoe.
This one's
If you look
sweet,
at his
Frank.
bottom, his
Super.
shoe when he swings on the bottom, it's actually like cut like it was red and gray on the bottom sole.
Standing tee shot.
Yeah,
Pretty
ball's
cool.
sitting up.
I just
you
noticed
don't have
that.
to worry
That's
about
probably
the wind or
probably the way the
anything
shoe
there. You
really
just take a
is.
full-blooded cut
Not
of the
just
second
a
shot
regular
from
little
here.
shoe. They actually put that in there. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna spend all my EA early
looked like
access
you caught a
time
flyer
like playing
right
this
there,
game
Frank.
tonight.
What do you call it? This
You
is
get like 10
way too
hours
much.
with it.
Didn't check, Frank.
Early
Yeah,
access.
just not enough spin on that.
And then you
really,
get- it's like
that
a
almost
timed
like
thing,
took
then
that
you're
first
done.
bounce and just ricocheted.
But all the
forward.
stuff that you do, like if I put it by an Xbox, it all saves over to my Xbox save, so I can like start a career and then just when the game comes out, I can just continue from where it left off. But I'm not gonna mess with career on here because I'm getting it on PlayStation anyway. But I wish PlayStation had the early access.
Always
They
take that.
said they didn't
Good
want to
par
do
cut
it.
right there. We've
They asked
seen
them,
guys
they said,
through the
"Oh, you
years
think it was a good?"
blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you
It
get a
wasn't
little too
good,
greedy here, you try and make eagle.
I feel that it was a good.
It's sometimes
enough,
with a good tee shot,
deal
it's an easy
for
4, but
their
a 3 brings 7 into play.
customer base or something. I don't know what the fucking bullshit they put up. It's pretty awesome because you get early games that you can play, you know, a week early or whatever it is, or 5 days early. But then older games are free now. Like, it's not free. It's like a monthly fee.
Wow, he moved that
It's not
long way
much.
right in the fairway.
About $3 a
Set
month.
up in the fairway.
But then you get
200 yards from
but it's
here.
just EA stuff. But you also get 183 to the front. You also get access to old games that are like maybe a year old, like last year's FIFA. It's like I could download it for free and play it, which is a lot.
Seems
And
to
like the
like
Need
it.
for Speed car
Ready
game,
for the
which is
back
pretty
part of the
fun.
green.
That's an older game. I can play that now for free.
Good strike
As long as I
right
want.
there.
Basically, it's like you
Right
own
off
the game
center
as
of
long as
face,
you remember,
about 20 feet away.
you know, of the
Martin
benefits.
Keimer has this for eagle.
So you get to play games for free early, and then you get to get some older games for free too. So that's kind of
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah,
I
there'll
talked
be
to
no
most of my
stress
boys
for the
today
next
already
one.
from
Just
our
a
old
couple of
golf
feet.
golf
Takes care of
course.
business. 5 under par.
Talked to Jerry, talked to
Frank
Blake,
deep into a
talked to,
round. Par 3 17.
um,
Water. bunkers.
Old-time gamer.
Long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take
I
3 and move to 18.
His real name. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Well, I actually didn't talk to him, but I saw that he joined my Twitch channel or whatever, like, or became a, Twitch. Subscribed to my Twitch channel, so I'm assuming he was watching earlier. It's one of those things like you have, like, with whoever, because, we got together, he joined my country club, and
Appears to be a smart
playing
shot,
lot
Frank.
here, and then we realized he literally lives like 10 minutes away from me. Like, he knows all the golf courses that I know, that he plays them all, and that's crazy, dude.
Outside
a pound
chance
over.
for birdie,
It's
but
crazy.
really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
I think you might have played with them. Maybe not. I can't remember his second. All I remember is his thing, because I saw it today. Terrible.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Martin Keimer now ready to putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, time to bring your best. It's the finishing hole here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, if you can get through the final 3 holes in even par or better, you've really done well. Nice.
Looks good.
I talked to Tim a little bit. Haven't done that in a long time. He hopped on. He was actually on like
That was a monster drive down here. 315 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
It's 18. This is shots. Dangerous.
Great way to finish off
thing
the
where he
final
like
approach
gets
shot.
it
With
early.
a
Like
birdie
he
opportunity.
lives in the U.S. So
It's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
Because he said he's going to be playing it like all day Tuesday, and they won't be able to get their stuff on Friday. You get our stuff on Tuesday.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking
like
about
that.
making.
No,
playing it all night.
just good putt though. There's no two ways about that. He's
After,
putting.
Finish the round.
like 11 o'clock
Impressive
Monday if we're still playing
67.
Brandon's game, it should be fun.
Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times it can be so hard
Be like, I
and
gotta go.
just
Sorry.
absolutely drive you crazy. Can appear to be so simple. This was
Bye-bye
just
now.
an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for Frank Nobilo and our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next
Did they have
time.
simultaneous play? Which is that thing where, like, I guess we don't really see each other, but we play in the same course, so like speeds it up. But it also says with fully rendered opponents, so I don't know what that means. And then they have this nightclub thing. Nightclub challenge. And then they have the career. I haven't tried the career though, maybe. It's like, okay. It's 186 stars for Wolf Creek, and then you move on to different courses. Okay. Or, whatever, and then cut in with you learning how to play, and then you play like a couple holes against Martin Keimer as Rory to like win a U.S. Open as the game. Nope. The other thing is like, oh, I could show you the thing real quick, like making a character. You see the chicks. They don't look. They don't look that good. Well, I didn't look at the girls, but I don't know if they look good. I shouldn't say that, but um, you've been teaching the game for a long time, and you're trying to go back and get your tour card. It's like scary looking. Um, So that's our girl. If you make her like that, it's pretty good. Close enough. Okay, so then you could do your attribute bonuses. So you can go with like balanced, precision, finesse, or power. Of course, power means you hit the ball farther, but it takes away like some of your putting in short games not as good. You know, precision is the other way around, where you don't hit it as far, but you're more accurate. And then finesse. I think the best thing to do is what I did, which is randomize until you find someone that looks halfway decent, and then just tweak. The good thing for you is you can't like tweak a lot, so you're not going to be in there for 6 hours. So then you'll see if you get here, you can actually have equipment. Um, so you can which is what I've been waiting for. Because this is the part of the game it's like an RPG. I love it. They also have this optimized clubs button, which is awesome, where it just takes the best clubs that you've unlocked in one button, which is nice. Or you can look through all the different drivers. They have like tons of these drivers in here. And then it tells you how, like at level 6 you unlock this one club, which gives you, and then at level 15 you unlock something else, and blah blah blah, so it's pretty sweet. Anything with unlockables is good, I think. Gives you a reason to keep playing. You can go all the way down to different balls, grips, shafts, those based on your level. And then they got clothes, which I'm sure you'll like. The outfits. They don't have the crazy ones though, and that bothers me. And they have actually an outfit for every different day. Thursday, they have a Thursday, a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday outfit. So you can create your outfits for each day of the golf tournament. Good of a wife. Yeah, so you're gonna spend a lot of time unlocking shit. But they don't have the fucking cool shit. Like, I always wear the dumb shit. Especially when we play with like the buddies, my friends. Like, I wear like the kilt and all that crazy Scottish shit. They don't have any of that in here. Hopefully they bring some of that in. Alright. So let's see how... Oh, you can copy the outfit too, it says. So that's the one with just a beautiful career. So they have career history here. Let's see how the career works with your girl. I can go to attribute bonuses, but I can't. I'll see things unlock at certain levels. Level 25 something unlocks. Yeah, we can see how XP works real quick. Upcoming event, the Web.com Tour Championship. Racing golf carts, 10%. Does load fast, I'll give it that. That was their whole thing, loading the game fast. Ooh, we get to play a Sawgrass right away. Current standing even, position 23rd, hole 14. Okay. I wonder if anybody's said it. There's a few more viewers now. Everybody's hearing us talk like morons over here. I don't think they can hear you, they can hear me. You hear me talking to you like, oh, here's a little number with the pink. Nobody said anything like, dude, what the hell's your problem? Xbox, unsnap. I just like talking.
In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite club. A club filled with legends, household names, and rising stars. A club where membership is earned yearly with time, sweat, and dedication. This week, 50 players will gain entry into this exclusive fellowship. The top 25 from the regular season have already secured their spots, and another 25 spots are up for grabs here this week. Some dreams will be realized. Others will have to wait another day. Who will be next to join the likes of Jason Duffner, Grant Snedeker, and Keegan Bradley as the next great Web.com Tour graduate?
Ooh, who will be next to join those great names? Tracy Little. That's who. Like, it's cool that you can make her a female and play with the big boys. The last Tiger game, they actually had the PGA Tour.
Proudly
So
present
when you played your character as a
opening
girl,
round
you played
coverage
all the
of
girls.
the Web.com Tour
They don't have it the
Championship.
girl, however. Pros. Tracy Little,
Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14.
Look at Tracy Little go.
Now, this game is all about variables, right? Which, if you head into a bad light, completely changes the nature of the next shot. When the ball sits up like that, it is just liberty of choice now.
Outdoor. Yep. Typical man doer. Alright. Come on, Tracy Little. Ooh, look at that ball.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
Excited.
This long putt for birdie could be a tough one here.
Looks like she lost her some
Very happy with that one.
Yeah, lag putt. I mean, really, it's unrealistic to try and make those.
Yeah,
So
but the
anytime
color
you
is
can,
like
two
normal.
putt from there is a good result.
Must have just been a bad. Must have been just a bad.
Well, not in contention.
Yeah, I got 5
but in
XP
for
for.
Let's check in on the action at the 15th.
And they're starting on
As
14.
we catch up with today's featured golfer, just been holding steady all day long, Frank.
A solid round of golf. 4 of these will certainly bode well come the end
God,
of
I
the
keep
week.
over swinging. What am I doing?
Not looking good,
No!
Frank.
Oh, I hit a tree. Oh no!
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. All right,
Oh,
Frank,
she's
second
about
shot.
to break her club. Damn
Yeah,
it!
it looks like a good lie.
I hit the button to
just
speed
take
it
maybe
up, and
half
she's
a
like
club
breaking
more
her
than the
club.
distance allows. Still got to
Tracy
check the wind.
Little.
Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
Anger management issues. Oh, another tree. Oh boy.
Into the
Sawgrass
tall
is eating me
cabin,
alive.
that ball is swallowed up.
Remember, out of the rough.
I gotta
Expect
keep
the
it
ball
on
to
her
jump
with bad
forward a
shots.
little bit.
She's a little tiger. All right, this isn't looking good for Tracy Little. 4 holes left, and she's in trouble.
Should be safely on board.
To the 15th green, but looking at a tough putt, considerably long, over 25 feet away, 28 feet from the cup.
Come on, one time.
Almost fell, just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair. Even par, currently.
Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament.
Trouble.
Frank, you're 1 behind. Sunday afternoon, you're trying to win one of the game's great championships. Is this a spot that you love
really
as
play
a
good,
competitor?
man.
The 16th hole of par 5,
Get your
with a
shit.
chance to make a lot of noise?
It's a spot you cannot hide from, Rich, because you know exactly there. If you haven't looked at a scoreboard, you can feel it from the atmosphere.
I just saw like a butterfly flying on the top view, like it was flying in the air, like one went past the
Second
camera.
from an excellent lie.
So at 263 to the front, I can't get anywhere near that. 220, get rid of that spot right there.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpet.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
All right. All right.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. She continues to play
for
well.
spin,
This is
natural
for her
spin,
birdie.
and green regulation.
Suddenly
Look
a
at her
ray
bow.
of sunshine with that bird.
There was
Please,
hope.
there, after I
Down
hit
the
that
top
birdie.
25.
There's a little curtsy.
Good spot to be in, fresh off a birdie.
Probably.
Yeah, all of a sudden you start to feel like you've got the game in hand.
You gotta try to. Hey, you gotta spend. Oh, it says 17 to Sawgrass right here. It's cool with the map. When you look at the map, you can see all the people on the map, like surrounding the course. It's really cool.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
is classy.
No chance of going in.
I see all the people. It's kind of cool.
Oh, chance for birdie.
Huh?
Sneaking into contention here. That birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Excellent lie. Popped up on the short grass. Now the approach shot here to 18. Just one last good swing, Frank.
There's a little false front here that you have to avoid. So something that pitches over that right bunker that lands a good 10 or so yards on this green is certainly the desired goal.
That's a perfect swing. Nice
This
to
is
the
a
left.
good-looking shot.
It says perfect right there. I'm looking at the
Moves
word.
that one about 20 feet out from the cup.
A little bit
Nicely
overswing,
played
but
shot.
that would just make it go a little long.
And getting ready for the putt.
I didn't say it was perfect. The game said it was perfect. I was just agreeing with it. Oh, not playing enough break.
Very
Terrible.
well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
I was upset.
Makeable putt right here. Currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. So long for now.
Award breakdown. Ooh, I got to level 3, just like that. XP for holes completed, performance bonus, quick round bonus. So that's how. So you get from 1 to 3 in one 6-hole little thing, 5-hole little thing there. I unlocked. Looks like I unlocked 6 apparel items and 2 equipment items or something like that. And oh, your stats just kind of go up here. Long game went up and strength went up. So that's interesting. So you gotta keep playing it. Now you start on hole 11. Okay. So maybe by the 4th run you have to play the whole round or something.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web. Web.com Tour Championship,
The trees
fourth
look like
and
real
final
trees,
stop of
which
the
is nice.
Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, you can feel the pressure building.
You certainly can, Rich, and I expect that we're going to see more of what we saw
Some games
yesterday,
the
which is
trees,
some
like when you
fearless
get close
golf.
to them, you
And,
can tell
these
they're
guys
like
are playing
flat,
for
like
a
little,
PGA Tour
like,
card, and they're not backing down.
you know, they don't look like trees. They look like
All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558 yards. Par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards,
Paper.
Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
Uh-oh. I didn't hit that well. I didn't even
In
make
the
it to
bunker,
the
still with
fairway.
a chance for an up and down.
Holy cow.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker.
Tracy's upset.
Digs
She's
in,
got the
ready for the
little
bunker
anger.
shot.
Yeah,
She's got
second
the little
shot here.
anger,
Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
wrinkles on her forehead. Mess that up. I don't think I should hit a 3-wood out of this lie. Oh Jesus, that was terrible.
What we
Guess I
can't
shouldn't
reach
hit
the
a
green out of a fairway bunker.
6
the
iron
next
out of that
best
lie
thing
either.
is put the ball in play. That's exactly what we just saw.
Smart shot.
There's 278 left. I can't even get there. Boy.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, hitting toward the rough.
And she's in the first cut. Not terrible, but it may take a little work to recover. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. Still snack, though.
Struggling on this hole though. Up with a par after all that.
Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as
5
well as
shots
anybody,
down. That's
you
great.
just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. Down to the par 4 at 12. It's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough
17
credit for his short
chip.
par fours. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
It seems like they kind of
That's
took
an
the
absolute
overswing
beauty.
out of it. Like, before you could like hold back longer and like power up almost, and then it
Now
hit
the
farther. In
approach
this
to
one,
the 12th, Frank. What's the player
yeah, it
looking
seems like
at?
in this
Well,
one,
it's a
and I think
fun
they still
shot
have
here
where
for
you
the
can
second
tap
shot,
the button
especially if you've driven it down the right
to pot
side,
like
because then
as
you can
you're
see the flag
swinging,
no matter where
like,
it
to
is on the
turbo
green.
your shot, but that's on the easier. Like, you know, you can turn that off. We never put that on, but oh, I think you can still. But in this one, it seems like if you go too far back, if you go out of the green, it screws up your downswing a little bit. Like it slows it down.
That looked like
I
a
just
miss
did-
hit,
that was a
Frank.
terrible
The
shot
lie
there.
was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
So it seems like that they don't want you to get punished for going too far back. I think you just want to go in the green all the time.
Another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
With a little magic.
One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything
Yeah,
left's
it's
just going to be
wind
eaten up by
face.
that leg. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the leg. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee. Whoop, this is taken off on the
Oh,
weird
sit
line.
down, sit down, sit down.
It's
I'm
going
gonna
to be
kill
in the rough, it
somebody.
looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
A little too much. Chip shot. Some loft, and then I'm gonna knock it up. Right there-ish. Oh!
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Settles in over the putt.
So what do you think about the game the other night? The last
Nothing
night?
wrong with that part.
The D&D.
All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
Yeah, it's not just the length of this hole.
Yeah,
Water
it's
down
like
the
an
left,
hour.
mounds to the right. This is it. You've got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing.
Yeah.
She had a good shot off the tee, and now she
Yeah.
has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does
Do it
here.
more the right way, I think.
Nice position,
I don't want to be
short
like a real
grass,
stickler, but
second shot.
there's got to be some kind of rules a little bit. Like, so I like the party thing. Like, the person in front's the one who has to search for the traps. The person in the back looks for people sneaking up. You know, it's kind of the way it should be. And then the But the way they say, like, if you're in, like, outside in the woods, like, first, ooh, look at that ball. Oh, my Lord.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee
Person in
there
the middle
after that
can
shot.
forage for
Once
food,
talked about a golfing
which would be
prodigy.
good, 'cause that's actually
Starting to see
Xander,
the real talent come out now. 30
That's
putt
what
hit.
he would be doing.
And
Or
the stroke,
like,
and one step
the other
closer.
person might be drawing a map in the dungeon. Like, that's what they
There
would
you
be
have it,
doing
Frank.
when
The
they're in the
second
middle of the
round
part
is
of the group.
complete. What are your thoughts?
You know,
I think anybody looking at this leaderboard,
Things like
anybody in
that,
the top
I
10
think
of that
is cool.
leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
but I'm trying to become more, like, descriptive, too. I was trying yesterday to do that a little bit better, too.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour
Well, I was
proudly
watching
present
some stuff.
third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship.
I was actually watching.
And now we go down to the
It was
action
like when the
at
guys.
first. Warm-ups are done. First 2 rounds in the book.
I was actually watching
this is
them
where
play it out.
careers are
There's
made
a little
on
bit
the
of
weekends
there's
at
on
these
their
kinds of
website.
championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional
one of
golf.
the guys
you know
who
you've
works
got the
on
good
it.
stuff. You've seen
Like
that
they
through the
they
first
get
2
like a
rounds.
mix of people
Put
that work
yourself in
for
a great
Wizards of the
position.
Coast.
Just 36
You know,
holes to
they'll
go.
have like
You're looking at that first hole and what the
like
weekend might
the DM
unfold.
works
That's
for
the beauty of this game.
on the Dungeons and Dragons line. One of the other guys does too, and then a
Frank,
couple
you
of other
want to get
people.
out
One
of the
works
gates
with Magic the
quickly, hit
Gathering.
the proper
You know,
approach shot here at the first.
and different
what
things
does
that they
the player
do,
need
and
to
they
look
get them all
out
together
for?
and they
Well,
play.
there's 2 distinct
they're
levels to
actually
the
playing
screen.
the
There's that
beginning
left
of
side
that.
and then that
There's
collection
about
area
4
to
or
the right
5
side.
videos of them playing
Flag
the
on the
beginning
top.
of that.
It's a
when
very,
we're
very
doing.
difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into
They
play.
skipped the very beginning part with like a
Appears to be a
council.
smart
They
shot,
kind of
Frank.
talk to you
Yeah,
about
no
like,
problem
what
here.
they
That's
want you to
gonna
do. They
fly
just go
all
right
the
to a little.
On the green.
Basically
For
got
birdie
to the
here in
iceberg.
first hole.
They kind of skipped
Frank
all
going
the
for another
floating around
birdie
and,
here.
and meeting other
Just to
things
get on
to
a
try to find the
real
way to the
roll.
iceberg that you guys had to do. But you guys got lucky on your rolls. Could have been tougher. All that iceberg stuff. We're going on the
Can't
boat.
make it, Frank, if you
know?
don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. The other 1%.
Down to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right
Who's
side.
this guy saying? Why don't you put a banner for this site? I didn't know what you were saying. I don't even know what that means, to be honest, because I don't do Twitch stuff normally. I'm just doing it for this. Might be.
Good tee shot, good lie. Now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
Yeah, you guys could have been searching
Second
for that
from an
iceberg for a
excellent
while.
lie.
You guys got lucky on your rolls. So that's kind of good, which was good because we didn't end up with a lot of time really to do a lot of stuff. So. I was wondering who was going to fight that dude.
Frank, but still a chance.
I figured
Green
Chance
light
would
special.
jump to the
It is. A good layup here in the middle of fairway. You can basically
fight.
go at
But
any
what's his name
flag
probably
position
would
now.
have been better. I don't know, maybe. He's a little easier to hit, Xandar, but he has that weapon now, which is ridiculous.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
He got that sword that just kicks the shit out of everything.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
He's gonna send me that book. He said I sent him my address.
Starting to make a nice move.
That was. I'm glad you told me that because I was probably gonna buy it soon. And I just have it.
Now the par 3 third.
If we want to do
Not
it
overly
next.
long, but 2 is a rarity here.
going.
Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish
I can
close
get it
here
while I
for
can
some
still get it
unknown reason.
easily. That's pretty cool though. Yeah.
This is straight out.
That doesn't have to.
Good
but
line.
I appreciate it. Kind of funny. He's like, I was looking over this. I figured there's no way.
So at the third, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup, about 30 feet away. Birdie chance here on this very long putt. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though,
Yeah.
she thought she
It
had
takes
that
a
one.
while.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
I did been working. Like I did put a lot of time into it.
Good
the other
effort.
day,
Good
and,
par putt.
like I said, I made
So much focus
character
here,
sheets
Frank,
for, like,
on
every
16,
creature that you
17,
fight
and 18.
now.
Number 4 is a hole that gets
so
overlooked.
I don't even need to
but
open
it's
the
a
book
fun one.
anymore.
Yeah, the second
Which is
shot
really
here is more
nice.
daunting, especially when that flag's on the
It's
the
like
left.
basically
so you really
like how
do
your own looks like
start
your
looking
character
at that
sheet.
blue stuff, water.
Takes a while. Takes a while. And I haven't done every one yet. I'm working on it. But the cool thing is, that's kind of mentioned to Brendan, is with the. I mean, I'll still have to open the book for some spell stuff. But even that, I just type in. I just type it all in.
Frank, this approach shot here at the fourth is not a long one,
But
it could end
so I
up
don't technically
disastrous.
have to open
It can. You have to be very aware of where these
But yeah, that
mounds
character
are on
vault
this
I was telling
green.
Brendan about. It's really cool, and it works. I tested it. Where I could just export guys from one
Exceptional
campaign
shot on
into
the
this
green
character vault,
and in position
which
for
just
a
sits
birdie.
there,
Yeah,
and
it's
then I
formality
can bring
now.
them into any other
As
campaign.
this for her birdie.
You know, so basically, as long as I make like a goblin thing, right, and I put all the stats in, and I have it all set
This is
up.
a pretty good
no matter what we
performance
ever
right
do,
here.
if you need one, I can
6
just grab
under
it out of the
for
vault,
return.
and everything's saved, and he's ready to go.
Fifth hole,
you know,
good
so-
par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a
pretty
hole
awesome.
was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole.
there's a
that
little
just
macro
looks
that you
and
put in.
Screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the
when you
only
click the
way
button
really
for
to
them to do
avoid
an
bunkers,
attack.
left and long, and that one that's all the
That
way
kind
down the right
of brings
side.
up a box, and you type in like claw, so it's a claw attack, and then you
She
can
really hit that tee
edit
ball
the
nicely.
macro real
It is
quick
in
for
perfect
numbers.
position, and now she'll have a chance to
So
capitalize.
now, like every time I attack,
Now
I
playing
click
the
the
second
little
here at the par
macro
4.
button like you guys do, and I type in the name of the attack real quick, and I just hit enter twice, and it autofills like the damage and the roll that they have to make, like their bonuses, and then they just roll it real quick. So works really well. That's why I'm gonna go back to just the average damage now, instead of
On the
when they
green.
hit you
And a chance for
for a
birdie.
while. I've been just typing in like, you know, one
Getting ready for the
2d6
putt.
plus, you know, for every attack. I'm just gonna do like the average that's in the book. It's like most of the DMs that I've watched do the average damage. They don't roll for every damage. Just do what the book says that the damage should be.
Good putt.
But that speeds it up too. Less rolling on my side to speed up the game. I try to speed it up. you
Good
know?
third round, Frank.
little bit.
And a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of
So
this
we're not
field, know
going,
that
like,
your game is good enough.
try to wanna
too,
get through
and
the stuff a little
legitimate
faster if
chance
we
of
can,
taking
so we
home
can
the
do other
trophy come
things, too.
tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to. This moment right now.
We're already at level 7 after 3 little mini rounds here. Never open stress. Xbox on Snap. Xbox on Snap. Listen to me, damn it. I'm your master.
You have a career that's going to last for many a year going forward. But it all has to happen today.
Good spot to be in, fresh off a birdie.
And all of a sudden you start to feel like you've got the game in hand.
All right. This is it. I'm so nervous. Good me hitting the ball in the water on the first tee.
Maybe
Oh,
wet.
almost. Close.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. This requires a lot of speed through the ball.
I think she's pretty cute.
Pretty good shot right there.
That's weird.
Even par currently.
A little more low cut top.
Hard putt, soft hand, beautiful putt.
Yeah.
And
So
through the
fucking
years,
boots.
Frank, it has gotten the best of the best.
Fuck me
hasn't it?
boots. And a
We've
little
seen
on
Tiger
top.
Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost
Damn
by
it.
hitting the ball
Good
up in the
slow
mounds on the
on
right.
my
You take
downswing
4
for
here and run to 15.
I would sprint.
Just a solid second shot right in the fairway.
Second shot.
Does that thing always look like that? I gotta pay attention. Alright, so we got a little bit barely downhill here. Full swing perfect.
Headed for the bunker.
Apparently my aim sucked because I wasn't exactly
Just
where I
a
hit
bit
it.
offline
Oh, in the bunker.
and into the bunker. So getting set for a
No, I
greenside
think it's always
bunker
the
shot.
same.
Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history
I
of
can't
the
see
sport, I think
anywhere
about
in
Gary
here
Player,
where it tells
Seve
you,
Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they
if
do
you have a
that
side
made them
hole
so effective
Which is
on
so
these
weird.
greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was 1 inch or 2. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
For the par. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field.
Alright, Tracy Little. Leading the
Just
web.com.
before we get to what they call the Gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side. But virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it. Well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's 2 little pot bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
That's birdie.
Good, clean contact.